Hey guys, I'm PBM God here. I'm really sorry for the deep voice. I've got a bit of a cold, so I haven't been making any videos. But I thought, well, I can't leave my subscribers and my video viewers just like to not watch my videos, so I'm here to make a Frost Dragon guide. Now, RuneShark just recently made one of these, but I think they left out a few things and a few helpful tips and just little ideas. Here's like a low level setup that I think is quite good for like low level. And here's a higher level setup. Now they said not to wear Durocon Fire Shield, but actually I think it's quite good because it blocks a lot of the range attacks when you get ranged by the Frost Dragon when you forget to put it on. As you can see, it does give a negative range bonus, but not by much. So, and the defenses are massive. So, yeah, I think it's worth it personally. Now a few things I think they left out is drops that you should constantly pick up. Now I do Frost Dragons quite a lot, and I always seem to get Water Tasmans and Runners. So let's view the prices of these. Now that's quite expensive. So and you get two Water Tasmans each time, and they're dropped in about 1 in 20 maybe. So if you do 40 in a trip, that is 23k, which is more than the Frost Dragon Bone. Plus, if you carry on collecting them up, they add up. Now, the same with runners. Runners are really quite common, but then you can go dry for a little bit without them. An essential for Frost Dragons is a cannon. Without a cannon, you're going to be killing them really slowly, and it's not going to be worth it. You can also take a Beast of Burden. I would definitely suggest that. Sadly, I haven't got 96 summoning for a Pack Yak, so I just take a War Tortoise. Okay, I think that's both setups done. Just full range gear. You can either take diamond bolts or broad. Now, in the high level setup, I would take diamond. So, diamond, yeah, I've only got one. I'll buy some more of those in a minute. But I definitely suggest taking diamond. They're quite costly, but they do hit a lot harder. Now, to compare both kind of methods, I'm going to time how long it takes me to get a full inventory of Frost Dragon Bones. I'm going to have the cannon in my inventory. By the end of it, all my pots were gone. So the only things that will stay is my Water Talismans, my Teleport, and my Cannon, and maybe some Cannonballs. Actually, they will stay. Yeah, I just said Teleport. Now, you might be like, oh, I haven't got the place where you can use the Fairy Tale rings and teleport to the Multi-Skill point. Now, I think a big point they left out is that you can, I'm going to actually finally get to my bank, you can use a house teleport, which I haven't got any. You can use the house teleport, which got some in my bank, and we do it teleports your house. That's in Rington. You want to set it in Rington. Then I'm actually like well map show. You teleport to Rington, step outside your house, and yeah, you're actually quite near to the Frost Dragon thing dungeon. So let's just go down there now. Here's Rington. Here's your house telly. So you come out of there, and then literally there is the dungeon. So the master point is there, so obviously it's a lot closer. But it only takes like a minute to run down to here. And then you go into the dungeon and you go to Frost Dragons. Now, Frost Dragons are down the dungeon. You run around here, up this little hole here, and there's like a little resources dungeon here, and you just go in there. They really should show it on the world map, but they don't. So you go down there, and then that's where Frost Dragons are. So the test I'm going to do is high level setup versus low level setup, and I'm basically gonna test it from outside the dungeon. Start the timer, go in, get my dragons, step out. I'm not going to be doing teleporting and running because that actually depends on how fast you are personally at banking. Another little tip is in your home teleport, instead of having a different teleport to a bank, if you just have like a teleport room, you can use one of those straight to a bank. Personally, I have mine because I used to use it for Herbalore as well, up in Cannabis, and I literally come out there and bank there. It's actually really close bank, so it's very good. Anyway, I'm gonna pause it and I'm gonna resume once I'm at the entrance. Okay, I'm up the entrance. My inventory, I've got my cannon, I've got my cannonballs, 5 prayer pots because I'm going to be using Eagle Eye for faster kills. You don't have to, so you can bring 4 usually. I've got my anti-fire, super defense, and range pot. Faster kills for the range, defend, and you're going to need anti-fire because I use fire breath. Okay, guys, I've just checked inside. There's no one there, so I'm about to start the timer on my phone. And 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I'm taking the northwest side. Should be running really. Okay, so pot up. Put your prayer on for whatever one. Now the dragon will start straight away, killing you with either range or mage, and it'll stick to it throughout the whole fight. So if it starts shooting magic, just pray magic, and you'll be fine. Okay, now something you've got to be careful of is a blue ball that appears. That one, when it appears, it reflects damage onto you there. So I hit 220, and basically it reflects all the damage you hit onto it. So you want to be careful, and you want the ball to go. Once it's gone, you can start attacking. Now I'm going to pause the video, I'm going to carry on timing. I'll tell you how long it took me on the low level setup at the end of the video. Okay guys, all done that trip with the low level setup gear. That roughly took 17 minutes. That is without filling up the spaces of the cannon though, and the space missing was the teleport. So I'm just going to quickly price check the loot. Okay guys, for the loot for 16 minutes is 629k. So on the low level setup you can roughly get about 2.4, 2.2 mil an hour. Before we do the high level setup, I just wanted to mention that of that loot per hour you would have to take off the price of the cannonballs. In that trip I roughly used 340 cannonballs. I just price checked it and it was 150k. So per hour you would roughly have to take off about 1.2k cannonballs, and that is about 700k. So it's quite a lot. Okay guys, we're at the entrance to Frost Dragons, and this is our high level setup. Now remember, you can get an even higher setup for this, like Zammy-Buk, Pernix, or Armadyl. I might do a guide in the future with Armadyl. The main difference here that's going to speed up your kills is the diamond bolts, and we're going to see how much that long takes. So, okay, so we're about to go in. 3, 2, 1. And there's someone here, so we'll take the path on the northwest side. Anti-fire up, pseudo defense, then set up cannon. Bit of lag. And we just had someone who's just come in and crashed us. Great. Yes, wow, really. Oh. Hey guys, really quickly just wanted to give a shout out to Yak My Sack. Really funny name. Yeah, he just literally subbed, so thank you very much, Yak My Sack. Hey guys, just finished off the high level setup. I lost about 80 diamond bolts, so actually probably about 70, so that's about 70k, so that's quite a lot. I forgot to mention to pick up charms, definitely do that. In the time it was about 13 minutes, so not that bad. And remember, I picked up my cannon, so that will obviously cut down the time, but also cut down the price of my trip, my loot. So on this one, wait a second. On this one, I made a bit less, only 550k, but it did only take 13 minutes, which means probably make about 2.5 mil per hour. Now, if you're losing 80 bolts per trip, you're going to roughly lose about 300k after all your trips. Then you got quite a few charms. That's after 2 trips, that is. I only got one more loot, I think, of those. Not 100% sure. And cannonballs, that time I actually only used about 300. And that's around about another 150k. So altogether, I actually only made about 400k on a trip. So you do make about 1.8 mil per hour. That trip wasn't so good though, because I got crashed at the beginning. Then I had to hop, and then I just had a bit of bad luck. And obviously I didn't fill up these spots either because I still got them in my in my inventory. So I actually lost out a bit there. But overall, I reckon that trip probably lasted a bit less than 14-13 minutes. It was close. Okay, so altogether, the setups are pretty close, but you get hit a lot less using the high level setup, and it is a bit faster. So yeah. Now, a few tips for Frost Dragons is they've introduced a new coin pouch, and the dragons drop about 500 GP maybe now and again in coins. So you can pick those up and make a little bit more extra, maybe per trip, probably about 5k to 10k per trip. I mean, everything adds up, so definitely pick up charms as you get quite a few of them per trip. I've actually collected quite a few over the time I've been doing Frost Dragons. Level requirements. Now, I definitely suggest 70 plus range, probably say on defense and HP. That's probably all you need. But you outright need 85 dungeoneering. You can't even get in there without it, so you will need 85 dungeoneering. So that's a shame. I would also suggest 52 plus summoning. Now, they now and again drop rune longswords. Now, they're currently about 22k currently in the GE, so I'd definitely suggest picking them up as well, as that's more than the Frost Dragon Bone, so you might as well pick them up. And finally, I've played Eagle-Eye, which speeds up your trip quite a lot, but if you've unlocked Rigger, definitely suggest doing that as well. That'd be quite good to use. I've never used it obviously because I haven't unlocked it. That sums up my Frost Dragon guide for low and high level setup. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you found a couple of tips. You guys out soon. I am PVM God, and I am out.